In this video, we will show you how to replace your complete serpentine belt kit. Let's get started. You're going to want to look down along the front of your engine. Pay attention to the serpentine belt routing. You'll notice that it goes over some pulleys, and then it goes around some pulleys along the backside. Just take a quick note of it or even a quick picture. Once you've done that, you can continue. If you find that you don't have access to get your serpentine belt tool down inside this area and pry it counterclockwise, you can continue on by removing this top engine cover and then removing the air inlet tube from the area. It'll give you a lot more room. To do that, we'll use a 10mm socket along these two bolts. Now let's make our way to the intake. We'll use an 8mm to loosen this clamp. We'll give that a little wiggle to break it free from the throttle body. Now you can take this and swing it up, and you'll have clear access to be able to get into this area. We'll continue on to the serpentine belt tensioner with a 14mm. All you want to do is come right into the center here. Get your tool onto the center bolt and then turn it counterclockwise to release tension from the belt. Now we can fully remove our serpentine belt from the area. Now we can start removing the tensioner from the engine. You're going to find three 12mm headed bolts. There's one along the top, one heading over towards the driver's side, and then if you were to go directly down along the very bottom, you'll find a third. Remove all three. I'll start with the lowest one. As you can tell, this is the last bolt holding the tensioner in place. It's a good idea to hold on to it so it doesn't fall down and potentially break anything. Remove the tensioner from the engine. There it is, friends. The next thing we'll do is clean up the mounting area where we're going to put our new tensioner. Now we can take that brand new tensioner, put it in place. We'll start in all three of our mounting bolts and then snug them up. Once they're all snug, torque them to 16 foot-pounds. With them all snug, we'll torque them to that 16 foot-pounds. Now we can move along to removing the idler pulley. That's going to be located on the driver's side of the engine, just to the driver's side of the fan. To remove this, we'll remove the 14mm headed bolt that holds it to the engine. Now the next thing we want to do is hold it in place. We'll remove the center bolt and the outer washer. Looking from the back side, you're going to find your adapter. And there it is, friends. Now it's time to install our brand new pulley. The first thing we're going to do is take the adapter that came with our new pulley. We'll slide it right through the center of the bearing. Now I'll just go ahead and turn it around. And we're going to slide the bolt straight on through the center. While I'm holding it like that, I'll continue on with the original spacer from the back of the original idler pulley. Now you can take this and put it into the engine. We'll bottom it out and then torque it to 26 foot-pounds. Once you have it on there, just make sure the pulley can spin freely. That feels good. Now you'll notice that I went ahead and I took off the air intake system just so you can have a better view of all the pulleys for the serpentine belt routing. Let's start with one side of the serpentine belt, and we're going to make our way all the way down over the AC compressor. That's on the driver's side, all the way on the bottom. Now, once you have it down and around that, we're going to take the side of the belt that has the backing, and we're going to put it directly up against the fan clutch pulley. We'll swing it right down and around. I'm going to try to bring this down and around the crank on the other side. Now we'll just go ahead and make sure it slides up onto all those pulleys correctly. While we continue working on the side that has the AC compressor, you'll notice directly above it you have a ribbed idler pulley. Let's make sure that we put the serpentine belt over that pulley. Now we can continue on towards the passenger side. We'll make sure that we bring the belt directly underneath the crank. As we continue, you want to make sure that you make your way up and over the tensioner, and then continue bringing it down. We'll bring it down and around the alternator. After you've done that, you'll continue by giving it a little bit of tautness along where the power steering pump is. Now, before we continue by putting our tool on the tensioner, you want to just double check all of those pulleys. Make sure the belt's sitting in them properly. If it looks like it's off by even one tooth, it's going to damage the belt. Once you've got the tensioner pulled all the way counterclockwise, you can slide that belt over your power steering pulley. Once you've removed your serpentine belt tool, just quickly double check that belt. It can't be off by even one tooth. Now let's make our way to the intake. Once you have it on there, continue on by tightening your clamp. Now we can put on our upper engine cover. Let's have a look at the bottom. You're going to find that you have two little locating pieces that protrude downward. On the engine's intake, you're going to find some rubber grommets for them to line up with and slide into. Once I have them both in position, I'll press them in. Continue on with your 2 mounting bolts. Start them both in and then snug them up. Okay friends, we've got the truck back together. At this point, you want to go ahead and start it up. Let it run for approximately 30 seconds and turn it right back off. Take another look at the belt. Ensure that it's sitting on all the pulleys properly. Once you've done that, go ahead and start it up, take it for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.